Hello everyone, it's Mix Caro here, and we're going to go back into Nancy Drew Secrets Can Kill. So last time we explored Aunt Eloise's house up here, and we went over to Maxine's Diner, talked to Daryl, the student council president, and also the undercover detective that we are working with on this case. And so now we're going to go to the third location, the Paseo del Mar School, where the murder happened. Alright, so they are apparently the Fighting Manatees. Exciting. Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, never regrets. Ooh, and there's a sparkle. I got another quarter. How exciting. Alright, and then there's a hallway of lockers there, bunch of trophies, the exit, more trophies, and I think a second, yep, that's a second hallway. So there are two hallways. I'm going to go down this one. There are no lockers that I can look at, and I can't pick up the pencil, so I'm just going to go forward. More lockers, and there's a bulletin board that I can look at, so a bunch of stuff that Nancy doesn't find important, apparently, but I can look at this. The Roaring Girl, a Jacobean comedy. Performances are Friday through Sunday at 8 p.m., and Doctors of Deception, a poetic drama written by the senior essay winners of Paseo High School. Student files under lock and key will show the lies of the doctor-to-be. HFL1. Alright, so this is the third thing of that format we've seen. HF, I don't specifically recognize it as an atom, but that doesn't mean it's not one. I don't know all of the atomic abbreviations, so I'm going to take a picture of that. So L1, I think the others were like R3, L2, something like that, so I'm guessing it's some sort of combination. At some point I'll have to put that into some sort of combination. So the Student and Union and Study Dome are both to the left, so I'm going to go to the right in case there's anything here, which there is not except for the maintenance room, which has what I assume is a Morse code keypad that I don't know the key to, although I will eventually presumably get into it because I could go look at it. Alright, Homecoming, Enchantment Under the Stars, Friday, September 23rd, Paseo Country Club. When was the reunion for the thing? I thought that was September 23rd also at the country club. So who knows? Maybe maybe there's a schedule conflict there. Anyway, here's another bulletin board. Just say no. Chess club. Senior essay contest is what Nancy wants to look at here. Alright. Special announcement. Senior essay contest. The Hilda Emma Swinson Foundation will award scholarship for $8,000 to the best senior essay. The theme of this year's contest is Methods of Good Citizenship and Role Modeling. This is only open to seniors. The interested parties should contact Mr. Suzalo by September 5th. ZND1. Alright. Those underlined letters look important to me. Put ELEM elements, yes, okay. Put elements in order to open puzzle. No, puzzle TH. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this as well, because there's another element on it, but that does mean that I'm right in the elements thing, that they are elements. Again, I'm not sure what ZN is. I don't specifically recognize that one, but that's okay. Presumably there will be a periodic table somewhere that Nancy can look at. because they don't assume, the game never assumes that you know the periodic table off the top of your head, which is a good thing. Because plenty of people don't. Most people don't. What's this? Friends and family are invited to come to the 5th annual picnic of the Paseo del Mar Junior High School Marching Band meet in the parking lot at 9 in the morning. Picnic will take place December 8th at Walden Reservoir. Woodwinds and percussion should wear full dress whites except for hats. Brass recital is set for later. And then here's another element. All the elements. I hope we find the puzzle to put these in before they fill up my phone. Anything else? Doesn't look like there's anything else. Just that. Alright, before we go talk to her, I'm gonna find everything in this student lounge place before I go into that door. Paseo High School Students of the Month. September is that guy. Nancy Drew is always weird because it uses real pictures when there's pictures of people, even though everything else is actually just, animated or whatever. They only had pictures, no names or anything, so who knows who all those people are. There's a manatee on the wall. There's this lady there. Men's 5th annual judo tournament. Any magazines? Ooh. Okay, so maybe I have to actually roll my cursor over it to see any sparkles, because it looked like it didn't happen until I put my cursor over it. Anyway, Paseo del Mar High School Enchantment of the Sea, that's fine. Join the Paseo del Mar Book Club. Alright, if there's an option to buy something, I will not buy it unless there is a reason, like, the girl over there wants me to buy her a soda or something. Then I will. Ooh, another quarter. Alright, maybe I didn't have to worry about wasting quarters yesterday. There seems to be a lot of them. As long as I'm on the lookout for them. It doesn't look like there's too much else to see here, so I'm gonna go talk to the girl over there. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Connie.
Hi.
You're not from around here, are you? Usually, Paseo del Mar High is really quiet and boring. Lately, it's been totally out of control.
I mean, it looks really quiet right now. You're the first person I've seen in the high school. So, is it obvious that I'm not from around here?
Is it that obvious I'm not from around here?
I'm a school monitor, so I have to notice these things.
Alright, so we have now met the student council president and a school monitor, which sounds official. Things must be pretty hectic, or you're very observant. Let's go with you're very observant.
You're very observant.
We girls have to stick together. There are a lot of wolves walking around campus.
Yeah? Are you even concerned about the murder? What? She just said something that sounds like she's concerned about things, so what do you mean?
What do you mean?
You wouldn't want to waste your time with any of the guys at this school. Trust me. They're all a bunch of self-centered jerks.
I'm not gonna say except for Jake. She didn't give any indication that she was leaving Jake out of that. All of the guys, if she says it's not Jake, then it's not Jake as well.
All of the guys?
There are a few who are cool. Jake Rogers was not one of them.
Alright.
I take it Jake wasn't very popular.
I avoided him whenever I could.
Why's that?
Jake was rude, dishonest, self-centered, and manipulative.
Oh.
I gotta go now. Later.
So this is the second time we have had a conversation cut off when people started saying bad things about Jake. Because the last time the student council president guy was saying, everyone has enemies, right? Bye. See if she has anything more to say.
Hey Nancy, need something?
Yes, I do. The weird messages on the bulletin boards. None of them seemed particularly weird, except they had elements on them. But alright.
Have you seen any of those weird messages on the bulletin boards?
Yes, and if I catch the guy who's doing it, he's going to be in big trouble. I bet it's the same person who keeps on setting off the soda machine alarm.
Alright.
I guess that comes with the territory of being school monitor.
Normally it's not this hectic. When I figure out who's been pulling all these pranks.
How well do you know Daryl Gray?
I wish I knew him better. He's the only guy I'd ever consider dating.
Mm.
He's student council president, holds a cool job at a diner called Maxine's, and drives a Seaback X80.
Drives a sports car and works at a diner? That doesn't compute.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Daryl's family was rich and used to throw major parties all the time, but not anymore.
Alright, let's just ask her straight out about that note we found.
Why did you break your date with Daryl to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
It's a long story.
And she doesn't even ask how Nancy knew that I did that. Maybe I've been talking to Daryl. Ooh.
See you later.
Alright.
Adios.
I think that's all we can talk to her about right now. So let's go into this area. See if there's anything here. Teacher's lounge. Ooh, I have a key for that. She might get upset if I try to go in.
Nancy, you can't go in there.
Yep. Okay, so
But
I
I
have
have
to.
a key.
Yeah, right. You're still not getting in on my watch.
Yep. I thought so. I thought she was gonna stop me. That's okay. I'll just wait till she's gone. And then what was this? So that was the student lounge, maybe? I don't know. Alright, another bulletin board. C. Carbon. Alright. Paseo High School news. Seniors, all entries in art exhibit must be picked up at the library on Thursday. See Eloise Drew for info. And then, is that backwards? Tape video hidden the fate murderers my sail with. So, reading those letters backwards and reordering the words gives us hidden videotape will seal my murderer's fate. So, I'm going to take a picture of that because it has the carbon on it. Take a picture. So, I think each of these. Here, I'm going to look through my pictures. View photos. So, this has that backwards thing on it. This one has. I don't know that this one has any sort of code along with the elements. This definitely has the underlines. So according to the conversation Nancy just had with Connie, these are weird because there's different codes on them. So maybe this also has a code to it? I don't know. Not all of them seem to. Oh, and then there's this one, which I was looking at when I was looking over my video from yesterday. I think if you go down every single line, you get something. It was like CHECK, check, YER, yer, and then EYES, eyes, I, and then S, citing, and then the word my. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's something anyway, a lot more than just those letters. And then this has, of course, the number code as well as the Mercury. And this, I was looking at this again as well. So we have in green JOURNA, and then there's a very small L right here. So that's journal. So if we look at the other colors, there's actually a word in the green. So maybe there's actually words in others as well. Red is HIS, so maybe his journal. And then in green is my cat, and then in pink, cash cow. His journal is my cash cow. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but at least they're words rather than just being random letters. So there is that, and then also, of course, the xenon thing, which I think is, yeah, our last clue for now. But that doesn't mean we won't get others later. Alright, so there's that bulletin board. Is this important? Nope. Oh, I can look at the trash can? No, that was just left over from the bulletin board. Students at this school aren't very very neat. They leave all their stuff. There's one of the guys that Connie says is probably a jerk, because she said all except for, like, Daryl. Ooh, quarter. Awesome. Chess club, psychology club, computer club, recyclable cans only, and a quarter. Alright, and then that's going back into the hallway. So let's talk to... Oh, there are 2 hallways. Alright, well... Is there a quarter here? Nope. Let's go talk to this guy.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese exchange student.
Why do you think it's easier to have an American name?
I want to be part of the culture and succeed in this country.
I see.
So, what's been going on at school lately?
A murder was committed here. Everyone is very stressed out.
That would imagine. I would imagine that's so.
I heard about that. Some kid named Jake?
Oh yeah, Jake Rogers was a dark soul. He created a lot of trouble.
Is this something that the detective knows about? Because, like, he said that none of the students or teachers or anyone said he had enemies, but all of the students I'm talking to says, you know, say that he's not a good person, so.
What kind of trouble?
Jake was an ijimeko. In English, you would say a bully. He wasn't very popular. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
Bye. Can I talk to you again? Yep. Alright, cool. Do you know Connie?
Do you know Connie Watson?
Yes, we've been in a few classes together. I think she was dating Jake Rogers.
Ha ha ha. She said that Jake was someone that she would never date. Or, you know, didn't like or avoided or whatever. Alright, what about Daryl?
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He's very popular and a good politician, too. Just like his father.
Like his father?
I hear he was a great politician, but not a very good businessman. I think his company went bankrupt a few years ago.
You're just full
See
of
you later.
interesting
See
things.
you later, Nancy.
All the gossip. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to Connie because Hal just said something, you know, contradictory to what she
Hey,
said,
Nancy,
so.
need something?
Didn't I, you know?
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
Not very well. He's an exchange student from Japan and a total workaholic. He told me he's trying to get more scholarships for college. Lately, he's been looking really burnt out. I think the pressure's getting to him.
She's asking what pressure? The pressure of, you know, going to college. But I guess I'll ask.
What pressure?
I guess it's a big deal for his family that he get into a good school on a free ride.
Didn't I hear you were dating Jake?
Hey, a girl can make a mistake, can't she?
There we go.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Alright, so we can't go into the teacher's lounge while Connie's here, so let's head down that other hallway. Hopefully it'll get to the library, because that's where I'm kind of wanting to go. I do have the key to that, even though Hal seemed to say that it was just open because he was going to head down there. Anyway, let's go look at the student art exhibit. Very exciting. More student art exhibits. And yet more. Okay, again, yep, these are, again, have a lot of references to later Nancy Drew games. Like, there's the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. That's a picture of it. So I think when they remastered this game, they decided to add in a bunch of references. Which is fine, it's a cool little thing for them to do. What's the... Alright. So again, this is backwards. Grape, grape, cool, orange. Alarm, will play the alarm. In the school, will play the alarm. Orange, cool, grape, grape. Alright. I think that has something to do with the the thing that Connie was talking about, setting off the alarm of the, what's that called, where you get soda from? The vending machine. Ooh, that looks like the library. Paseo del Mar Memorial Library. Hours Monday through Thursday and Friday. So hopefully it's one of those. Here's another bulletin board. Here it is. Okay, so more numbers like on the one in the diner. Take a picture of that. Again, I'm not sure what Y is. Or just Y is. There's Euterbium, but that's YT. Oh. The library's locked, so Hal's not going to be able to get in anyway, but I have a key. Memorial Library. I assume there's not going to be anyone in here because the door was locked. Please return books here. Join the book club. Information desk. Alright, we can go this way, so I'm going to do that. Magazines. Let's check out the magazines. Okay, Sports Today. Nancy wants to look at. So we'll do that. The race to the finish line, the real home team advantage, managing stress for competition, making time for fitness and fun, harmful effects of steroids on athletes. Alright, the insanity of steroid abuse. Use and effects of exogenous anabolic steroids. Anabolic steroids are drugs used to enhance athletic performance and build muscle mass. They are virtually all derivatives of the testosterone, or substances which promote the overproduction of testosterone in primates. In America, anabolic steroids are classed as a controlled substance, and possession of even small amounts of pectinol, or human growth hormone, can land a dealer in jail. Yet steroid use has doubled and redoubled in American fitness scene over the last 20 years. What is the attraction? Why would a star amateur or professional athlete risk jail time for possession? Because many people think they can get that little bit of extra performance if they take the stuff. Peer pressure among college and even high school athletic teams is another reason. If everyone on the team is taking the drugs, you have to as well to keep up, because the early gains from anabolic steroid use are awesome. But there are no shortcuts to athletic excellence. The psychological side effects are terrible. Liver damage, heart disease, and impotence are just a few problems. The low body fat levels encountered with heavy steroid use are unhealthy. In addition, though anabolic steroids grow at a fast rate, they don't change the composition of the conductive tissues, nor the heaviness of the bones. Thus, while the muscles are stronger, the support systems for them are not, so injury is often the result. Alright, so somebody in the school is probably using steroids, because otherwise Nancy wouldn't decide to look at that. But that's all she wants to look at, so that's fine. Can't get to the information desk. We've already been over there. Bookshelf. Alright. Encyclopedia of America. She wants to look at M. And only M. Alright. Marie Antoinette. So there ended up being a lot of books in this library that I don't think are actually relevant to the game. I think they're just more references to future games. So I'm not going to read through them. If you want to read them, you can pause when I open the book, but I'm not going to go through and read them all personally. Alright, Nancy had a very random desire to learn about Marie Antoinette just now. So presumably that's going to be important. Ooh, what about this one? She wants to look at K. Alright, what about K? Ooh,
that medallion
kanji.
Connie is wearing is kanji for crane.
Alright, interesting. Why would she know to look up kanji specifically? Anyway, the knowledge collection. She wants to look at H. Harry Houdini. You have a very eclectic interests, Nancy. So we have now learned about Marie Antoinette and Harry Houdini, as well as looked up a kanji symbol. Alright, Explorer. S. What is she wanting? Lizzie Applegate. Oh, History of San Francisco. I was trying to figure out why this was in an S book, but anyway. Alright, now we know about Lizzie Applegate. Anything else in this? Oh, there is. The Global Book Encyclopedia. B is what Nancy wants to look at. Alright, let's look at Braille. Oh, of course, because there was that Braille code on the maintenance door. Braille is a code of small raised dots on paper that can be read by touch. In 1829, the Braille system was published based on a grid of 6 dots. The system allows 63 different arrangements of dots, which represents the alphabet, punctuation marks, numbers, and music. Braille books are pressed from metal plates. The dots are stamped on both sides of the paper by a process called interpointing. The dots on one side do not interfere with the dots printed on the other side. And so then we have the Braille alphabet here, which I'm going to take a picture of because we'll probably need it for later use. Take a photo. Yes. Alright, so that was lots of information that Nancy just learned there. And let's go look at the records. Oh, the maps. Let's look at maps. What does Nancy want to look at? This specifically, for some reason. If anything happens to me, SEAR Chunder search. Okay, SEARCH search under my combo in catalog. Search under my combo in catalog. Alright. So is this stuff that Jake has been putting up? Did he know what was going to happen? Alright. Search under my combo in catalog. I assume that means like his locker combination? But maybe not. The catalog is over here, but I can't get to it right now. So I'm just gonna... Those were the books I already looked at, so let's go this way. Reference. Your computer's over here. Let's go look at the computers. You can use either one of them. Catalog search. Oh, okay, so my combination under catalog. I don't know what that is yet, but I will want to keep that in mind for later. Can I use every single one of these computers? Anything else? Nope. I'm gonna check to make sure there was nothing at these computers, but I don't think so. I think we can just use any one we choose. Again, can't get to the card catalog, which is fine. The computer catalog is better anyway. Let's go look at this. Oh, no, I was already over here. So reference desk that we can't get to. I assume we're going to be able to log into Eloise's, because we have her password, but first we need to find her computer. It's over here. Nothing? Alright, we've already been over here, so let's go see if there's anything in these files that we might need. Doesn't look like it, so going around. Alright, Nancy has decided that this corridor, these shelves specifically, are what she wants. And these books. The truth is in here. What does she want to read? Gym identification. This is a book from another game. I don't think we need this, Nancy. I think that they're just stuffing the remastered version with a bunch of, because again, Marie Antoinette was from another game. I think possibly Lizzie Applegate had something to do with another game. So I'm not convinced that all of these books are actually important for this game, but I could definitely be wrong. What do you want to look at here? How did you Why did you come here? Okay, there we go. Religious relics of Venice. So Nancy, again, had a very interesting decision to read about Venetian relics just now. But that's okay. I think we have looked at everything on the bottom floor of the library, so let's go ahead and head up the stairs. Again, these people leave out their things on the counters. Ooh, a quarter. There we go. Oh, here we go. There's the periodic table of elements, which I'm going to take a picture of. Okay, so they do have their actual words on here. Okay, why is euterbium? I was wrong. Anyway, that's fine. Exoxenon, that sort of thing. The colors are normal for the periodic table. Like, these green ones are the noble gases, and these are nonmetals, these are metals, these are the in-between ones that have metallic qualities, that sort of thing. So the colors are normal for the periodic table. I don't think that they have anything special. Maybe the mercury and bromine, just because they're red. But mercury and bromine are the two elements that are liquid at room temperature, so that might also have something to do with the normal periodic table. But anyway, we will keep a picture of this. If I can't actually read the elements, and I need to on my camera, I can always look up a picture of the periodic table, so that won't be a problem if I need it. Jake was here! Alright, Jake is here no more. Jake is dead. Alright, so I think that was all we can do here, so let's continue around. See if we can... Nope, not... Alright, is Nancy going to decide to read something else? She is. Someone just came and turned off an alarm, which kind of freaked me out, but apparently it wasn't my fault, so I will continue to read. What else does Nancy want to read? This randomly non-English titled book. Congratulations on your purchase of the state-of-the-art Dynaham Model 2000. Oh, a ham radio. We at CrammerCon know that you will enjoy your new communication device for years and years. Alright, so this is a ham radio thing, and it has Morse code, which might be useful. I'm actually going to take a picture of the Morse code, just because it's probably useful, but I'm not going to bother actually reading through it, because that sounds like it is not particularly interesting, and we know it's up here, in case she needs it later. Here's another one. The Crystal Skulls. Yeah, this is from another Nancy Drew game, so I'm not going to bother reading that. Oh, there was a quarter. There was a quarter. There it is. So I'm not going to bother reading that right now, just because I know it's a reference to another Nancy Drew game. The ham radio might have been as well, actually. And I don't think that it could possibly have anything to do with this one. But we always know they're up here, in case we need it. Is there nothing actually Nancy wants to read here? Is it just... nothing? Huh. Weird. This is the first thing she hasn't actually wanted to read anything on. Weird. Alright, well. What about this one? No? Oh wait, no, here it is. This is in French, so sorry, I can't read it. I think this just says something like, The Life of Julius McQuaid? That sounds slightly familiar. It might also be a reference to another game, but even if it's not, I don't read French, so, we're not gonna be able to get anything out of that. Okay, is that it? I was expecting there to be a computer that I could log into Eloise's thing on, but apparently not. Alright, well, so I'm going to end this here. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.